Have you ever wondered about the world's hidden forces, those eerie symmetries that underlie our lives? As we journey through existence, we are often drawn to seek balance, to find meaning in the echoes of our actions and choices. But what if I were to tell you that this pursuit of equilibrium, known as the mirror principle, has a darker side that can lead us down a treacherous path? Life is filled with dualities, like the two sides of a coin or the push and pull of opposing forces. These opposing forces govern our universe, and they often dance in harmony, creating a delicate equilibrium. This intricate dance can be beautiful, but it can also be dangerous when misunderstood or misused. The mirror principle, a concept that has intrigued scholars and philosophers for centuries, involves the idea that the world reflects back what we put into it, like a mirror that reveals our true selves. But as we delve deeper into the heart of this principle, we begin to see that it's not always as benevolent as it may seem. While it may encourage us to take responsibility for our actions and seek balance in our lives, it can also trap us in a cycle of self-deception and misplaced expectations. Imagine a mirror that only reflects what you want to see, not what is truly there. The mirror principle can be like that deceptive mirror, showing us a distorted image of our own desires and beliefs. It can lull us into a false sense of security, making us believe that if we do good, good will always come our way. But life is not always that simple. It can be capricious and unpredictable. The danger lies in our tendency to interpret every twist of fate as a reflection of our own actions. We convince ourselves that if we are kind, the world will always be kind in return. We expect that if we work hard, success is guaranteed. We yearn for a world that operates in perfect symmetry, where good deeds are always rewarded and bad deeds are always punished. Yet, the world is not a passive mirror that merely reflects our intentions. It is a complex web of interconnected events and choices, influenced by countless factors beyond our control. The mirror principle, when taken to the extreme, can blind us to the reality that life is full of surprises, both pleasant and painful. It can lead to disillusionment and disappointment when our efforts aren't met with the exact results we anticipate. In our quest for balance, we often ignore the shades of grey and the subtleties of life. We forget that the mirror doesn't always show us the whole truth, and that the world operates on a grander scale than our individual actions alone. It's like trying to predict the weather solely based on the direction of the wind, a flawed and incomplete approach. Keep in mind, this is not to say famous quotes such as within, so without, and as above, so below don't hold any meaning, because such truths are definitely powerful. Instead, we need to realize that despite such quotes seeming simple, they aren't easy to fully understand and embrace due to the complex nature of the world. We must ask ourselves, how can we navigate the complexities of life's intricate dance without falling prey to the deceptions of our own reflection? Is there a way to embrace the concept of the mirror principle without becoming ensnared in its treacherous web? Join me in the next part as we delve deeper into the shadows that the mirror principle casts upon our lives and seek to uncover the wisdom needed to avoid its pitfalls. As we discussed previously, the danger lies in our tendency to expect a one-to-one correspondence between our actions and their consequences. But life, as we all know, is far more intricate and unpredictable. The mirror principle has a way of distorting our reflections, making us believe that every good deed deserves a reward and every misdeed a punishment. It lures us into a false sense of control and entitlement, where we expect life to play by our rules. We become blind to the subtleties, the nuances, and the interconnectedness of the world, focusing solely on the mirror's superficial reflection. Consider the story of Sarah, a young woman who had always been kind-hearted and selfless. She believed in the mirror principle fervently, thinking that if she treated everyone with kindness and respect, the world would reciprocate. She expected that her good deeds would shield her from the harsh realities of life. But as Sarah journeyed through life, she encountered challenges that left her bewildered. Despite her unwavering kindness, she faced rejection, heartbreak, and disappointment. The mirror showed her a distorted image, one that did not align with her expectations. She questioned the fairness of the world, wondering why her reflection was so different from what she had envisioned. The mirror principle had trapped Sarah in a deceptive cycle. It made her believe that her actions alone would determine her destiny, failing to consider the multitude of external factors that shape our lives. It disregarded the fact that the world often operates in mysterious ways, where events unfold beyond our comprehension. It was as if she were trying to predict the sea's currents by studying the ripples on its surface. In this pursuit of an idealized reflection, we often forget that life's mirror is not static. It is constantly changing, reflecting not just our deeds, but also the actions of others, the forces of nature, and the unpredictability of circumstances. The mirror principle's deceptions lie in its simplicity. It oversimplifies the complexity of our existence. It's essential to understand that while our actions do have an impact, they are just one thread in the intricate tapestry of life. Sometimes the mirror may show us an image that is distorted, not because of our deeds, but because of the complexity of the world around us. Sarah learned this the hard way, but her story holds a valuable lesson for all of us. But now the final question rises: how can we avoid falling into the trap of distorted reflections, but still embrace the mirror principle? The first step in avoiding the deceptions of the mirror principle is to avoid disillusionment. It's crucial to adopt a realistic perspective. We can turn to the knowledge of Nietzsche to understand this profound step. Nietzsche, a 19th century German philosopher, is celebrated for his profound and often controversial ideas. His works are replete with themes that delve into the human condition, morality, and the nature of reality itself. To address the challenge of reconciling our desire for a truthful reflection of ourselves with the demands of the world, we can draw inspiration from Nietzsche's philosophical oeuvre. Nietzsche, in his exploration of the human condition, emphasizes the importance of embracing our own inherent complexities and contradictions. He famously declared that man is something that shall be overcome, suggesting that self-improvement and self-awareness are fundamental to our existence. In this regard, Nietzsche would argue that to avoid the trap of distorted reflections, we must first acknowledge our own imperfections and inner struggles. In his seminal work, Thus Spoke Zarathustra, Nietzsche introduces the concept of the eternal recurrence. This idea challenges us to consider whether we would willingly accept every moment of our lives, with all its trials and tribulations, as an eternal repetition. By contemplating this concept, we are encouraged to confront the inevitability of challenges and setbacks as integral parts of our existence. In doing so, we gain a profound understanding of the human experience, similar to the realization that life is neither solely composed of kindness and integrity, nor is it bereft of them. It is a complex amalgamation of both. Nietzsche's philosophy further advocates for the development of what he termed the will to power, a driving force within us that seeks self-mastery and personal growth. In this context, embracing the mirror principle involves acknowledging the challenges that life presents and harnessing them as opportunities for self-improvement and growth. By doing so, we are better equipped to navigate life with resilience and equanimity, just as Nietzsche believed that embracing the eternal recurrence could lead to a life of affirmation and self-overcoming. The next step is to recognize the complexity of life. Understand that the world is not a simple reflection of your actions, but a vast interplay of countless forces, both seen and unseen. Just as the mirror may distort your image in unexpected ways, so too can life's mirror yield results that are not entirely aligned with your expectations. Understand that the human mind can't comprehend all that is shown in the mirror, only certain parts. Because of this, the reflection of the mirror will often be what we expect. However, there will also be times where the mirror gives an unexpected reflection due to the elements that are shown in the mirror, but not yet fully comprehended by the human mind, thus making these elements unaccounted for, causing for the unexpected reflection. Humility is the antidote to the ego-driven expectations of the mirror principle. Recognize that you are the architect of your destiny, but that unaccounted experiences or elements may sometimes delay results. Be humble in the face of life's uncertainties and acknowledge that sometimes you may not understand the larger forces at play. It's also important to keep in mind that life is fluid and ever-changing, and your reflections in its mirror will vary. Instead of resisting change or clinging to unrealistic expectations, learn to adapt. Find strength in flexibility and the ability to adjust your course when needed. This adaptability will enable you to thrive regardless of what the mirror reveals. Balance, as we have explored throughout this journey, is a noble pursuit. But remember that it's not about achieving a perfect equilibrium where every action is met with an equal reaction. It's about striving for harmony in a world filled with shades of grey. Balance allows you to embrace both the light and the shadows of life. Seeking balance over perfection is a timeless concept that finds its roots in various Eastern philosophies, notably in the principles of Taoism and Zen Buddhism. These ancient wisdom traditions have long emphasized the significance of equilibrium in one's life. Taoism, for instance, centers around the concept of the Tao, which can be translated as the way or the path. The Taoist philosophy encourages individuals to align themselves with the natural flow of life, which often means seeking balance in all aspects of existence. The idea is not to be rigid and unwavering, but rather to adapt and harmonize with the ever-changing circumstances of life. This perspective reminds us that perfection is an elusive and unattainable goal. Instead, we should aim for harmony and balance. Amidst the complexities and uncertainties of life, gratitude can be a powerful ally. Reflect on the positive aspects of your existence and acknowledge the blessings that come your way. Gratitude can help you maintain a positive outlook, even when the mirror's reflection seems distorted. In the end, the mirror principle can be a valuable concept when understood in its true context. It encourages us to take responsibility for our actions, seek balance, and understand that our deeds do have consequences. However, it is essential to avoid the trap of self-deception, where we expect a world that operates solely according to our desires. Life's mirror is a dynamic and ever-changing reflection, influenced by a multitude of factors beyond our control. Embracing balance without illusion means acknowledging the complexity of the world and understanding that it does not always reflect our actions as we expect. By cultivating humility, adaptability, and gratitude, we can navigate this intricate dance of life with wisdom and grace. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.